In this video, I'm going to be looking at lay magistrates, and this includes the qualifications that you'll need to become a lay magistrate, the selection process, and the role that they have in the court. I'll also be looking at the advantages and disadvantages of having lay magistrates. So, starting off with the qualifications needed. They must be aged between 18 to 65 and must retire at age 70. They must be expected to work or live within or near to the local justice area where they're allocated. They must be prepared to commit themselves to sitting at least 26 days every year. No formal qualifications are needed. They must have good characteristics such as understanding, communication, good awareness, maturity, sound judgment and reliability. You wouldn't be eligible if you had a serious criminal conviction, you're a member of the armed forces, you're a police officer, or have a hearing impairment. Now looking at the selection process for magistrates. They are volunteers that are selected by the local advisory committee and appointed by the Lord Chancellor. To apply, the candidate must fill in an application form and give 2 references. There is then a 2-stage interview process to find out more about the candidate's personal attributes and their potential judicial aptitude. Now moving on to the role of a magistrate. With summary offences, magistrates will hear evidence from both sides and come to a verdict. They will then decide a sentence. Their powers limit them to 6 months maximum. They also take part in triable either way, indictable and youth court cases at the start of the process for a limited amount. They also play a part in the mode of trial process, which I looked at in a previous video. They have a legal advisor to help them in the law. And finally, let's look at the advantages and disadvantages of magistrates. Some advantages are that they're trained, they have knowledge of the local area, they're cheaper than juries, and they're normally accurate in sentencing as there are very few appeals against them. And then some disadvantages. They're not legally trained, they're normally white and middle class, so not representative of the majority. Could be inconsistency between magistrates, and they may be biased against the defendant. Here's what a question might look like on this topic. The 8-mark question will either be on qualifications, selection or role, but you could also get a 12-mark question, which would be the advantages and disadvantages. Hopefully this video is helpful. Have a nice day.